First of all, thank you. Blessings to everybody who supported Kitty throughout my career. I'm very grateful. 2020, we go again. Keep supporting, keep pushing. God bless.
So you had some of your favorite celebrities there. It's time to do what's trending on social media. And of course, the day is trending, isn't it, Nancy?
Yes, Merry Christmas in all forms is trending on Twitter especially. Okay. This one is from J Girl and it says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope your holidays are bright and wonderful. Hope all your wishes for the holidays come true. This one says, Merry Christmas to you all. Today is a day to be grateful for all we have and to think about those who are less fortunate. This one also says, Merry Christmas to everyone celebrating out there. May this day bring happiness and everything you are wishing for in your life. But let me just take this one, last one from my club. Liverpool says, I would like to take this opportunity to wish all our supporters a very peaceful and Merry Christmas, however you choose to mark this day. And remember, you never walk alone, Araba.
You didn't miss that chance. Okay, but today's Christmas Day. We know that, like the doctors and nurses and the police personnel, some of us have to work even through the holidays. But what are you doing today after work?
I'm hoping that, Araba, you'll take me out.
Really? Well, it's the year of return, so there's so many activities. So definitely we'll be doing something. What about you? So it's time to talk to my producer, Fred Smith. Fred Smith, where are you going?
Well, in spite of the fact that we are working, we squeeze time and try to be with the family. So last night, for instance, my wife is a chorista at church, so I squeezed some time after work to go and observe her sing the carols. Yeah, it was so nice. And then
we're laughing because we don't know Fred to be this sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm joining her again today. She went to church early, and so she would have closed. We're going out as a family, the children and everybody.
Indeed, Christmas is a time to spend with the family. So we hope that you enjoy your Christmas day. We leave you with this Christmas song. Merry Christmas once again from all of us here at Joy 99.7 FM.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you
Your message is simple. If you say MTN Momo, it give you life very simple. This trip for there, you're getting 200%. Top up your airtime with your MTN Momo wallet. A one breakthrough the pie. Enjoy 200% bonus on any amount you recharge with your MTN Momo. I'll meet you 3 times your recharge money. You can't believe it, my boy. Dial star 170 hash to top up your credit and feel the 200% essentially. For about the bra, now calculation the reality no. 72 Ghana cedis we are here 200%. 75 Ghana we are here 200%. 20 Ghana we are here 200%. 200% bonus no. You feel our Ghana's best network. Dial star 170 hash. Now go option 7. Now back home. Now you claim you 200% bonus no. Just Momo it. We there for you everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, I am Michael, and I run the shop just down the road from your house. You know, the one you always come to when you need things like milk, sugar, gari, and other things. I'm also your Cow Bank agent with whom you can do all your banking transactions. So the next time you visit my shop to get anything, just remember that you can now open your Cow Bank Snap account right here. Make cash deposits and withdrawals, transfer funds, and also pay your bills easily. All you need to open an account is any valid national ID and your fingerprint. Just look out for your Cow Bank agent in your neighborhood or look out for any registered Cow Bank agent sign and enjoy easy banking with Cow Bank Agents Banking. Contact us toll free on 0800 500 500 or visit www.cowbank.net for more information. Cow Bank Agents Banking, your neighborhood bank.
Cow Bank, forward together.
Have you innovative? Like 20 years now, me and my buddies, if we Baltic, we take quench when I test as we pick when I move for town. Shy! But ready, the bottle change. Same Baltic inside some fresh bottle pub, baby. We change inside Jack. The new 500 ml Baltic eco-friendly bottle has 7% less plastic. Same water quality, same Baltic you've known for years. Enjoy, twist, recycle. Baltic, naturally. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
This week on the Joy Business Van, Ghana's first mobile salon, Salon on Wheels, the latest innovation by hair brand distributor Backup Express.
I've never seen anything quite like this before.
Yeah, this is actually first in Ghana.
First in Ghana?
Yeah, and it's made in Ghana as well. This is our TV, this is a solar TV, this is a fridge.
The solar panels.
Everything, yeah. Panels are up there, so this are LED solar lights.
CEO Becky Apia is taking a beauty business to the next level and saving ladies the hassle.
When I go, sometimes they don't get time to even go wash their hair, braid their cornrow and all. So I was like, okay, why not get something that could make them wash their hair in 5-10 minutes, get the cornrow done in 5-10 minutes, and then I fix the wake up. And I did that 1, 2, 3 times and it worked. I'm like, okay, so let me get the proper salon.
The Joy Business Van, on TV, radio, online, and on ground. It is powered by Joy Business and supported by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Authoritative news analysis and current affairs news file. Saturday, December 28th, for the end of year broadcast. Evans Mensah joins me. We take your views and questions as we host a panel of experts and distinguished guests to review major issues and developments that made headlines in 2019. Come, let's review matters on corruption, education, economy, health, election, vigilantism, and media freedom. Be part of Newsfire on Saturday, December 28th. Come to the East Wing, UPSA Auditorium at 9 a.m. sharp. Newsfile, the most authoritative news analysis platform. For inquiries, please call SNI on 054-630-3435 to register to attend. Remember, guests must be seated at 8:30 a.m.
Bringing hope to many around the globe, transforming lives into legacies. Living Word with Pastor Mensah Otabil.
Crossover 2019 with Pastor Mensah Otabil.
Well, my friends, God has brought us this far in 2019, and I want to welcome you to Crossover 2019 to come and enjoy this moment of thanksgiving, of appreciation, of faith, of expectation, of desire, of purpose, and of achievement. Because I believe that as we see of one year and welcome the other, all of these must take place. We must be grateful, but we must also be full of faith, and we must anticipate the new year. Come with your family, come with your loved ones. There will be an anointing service as we usher in the new year. And I believe that God who has brought you this far will take you through 2020, and you will see the favor of God in your life. Crossover 2019, I'll see you there.
Crossover 2019, Independence Square, 31st December, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. See you there.
And now, Today's word.
The second strange woman of Christmas is Rahab. Rahab, her story is in Joshua chapter 2 and then later on chapter 4. But if you know the story of Israel, or of Israel's entering the promised land, well, spies were sent out. 2 spies were sent out to go and spy out Jericho, because Israel was going to lay siege against the city and conquer it. When the 2 spies went, they went to the most unlikely place, the home of Rahab. Rahab was the prostitute. The men went to hide there. And for some reason, this woman with a very bad record and a very bad life felt in her heart that these good men needed protection. And although she was in a bad trade, she recognized goodness in people. And she decided, these are good people. These are people with a purpose. And she risked her life to save those men. The life of Rahab speaks to us about usefulness. Usefulness. That God can use even the most undesirable characters around us. People that we think have no character, they are immoral, they are wrong. We speak against them, we spit on them. God can still use them. And sometimes bad people can do good things. Sometimes evil people can do right things. That they can also be redeemed. They can also be saved. They can also be put right. It's easy to judge people. But I am sure when God looks up, down on this earth, if he was to deal with all of us according to our works, none of us will qualify. Just thank God for his grace that you've not been caught. Thank God for his grace that your thoughts are secret. Oh, if our thoughts were known by people, what horrible thoughts we think every day. Rahab, useful to the Lord. She sold her body in prostitution. Unfortunately, that profession is still alive. Sometimes you wonder why it's not stamped out. We can arrest armed robbers, but prostitutes have no guns, but nobody can arrest them. Is it probably an indication that those who should arrest have already been arrested? That is by no means an encouragement for you to go into that profession. She sold her body. She lost her dignity. She lost her self-respect. Society didn't like her because she was practicing something that nobody respected. And so she lived in isolation and shame. If you read the account, she lived alone in the wall of Jericho. Her house was on the wall. Far away, removed from society, removed from the community. Nobody really thought about her. They spoke with her with degradation. They insulted her. They insulted her relatives. Her father and mother felt ashamed of her profession. And rightfully so, because she was doing the wrong thing. But God sometimes goes to places that nobody wants to go to. God sometimes talks to people that you don't want to talk to. If God was like us, only good people will be saved. And bad people will be allowed to burn in hell. In spite of all her problems, Rahab believed in the promises of God to Israel. She had heard
about what God did for Israel in Egypt and how God delivered them. She had heard stories that there is a tribe of people coming and God is with them and God is working miracles with them. She had heard that manna had fallen from heaven for these people. She had heard all these stories. It was news in Jericho and she heard it. And whilst the rest of her townspeople were fighting the promise of God, she believed the promise of God. A woman with a bad reputation, but a good heart. Her heart was right. She believed. She told the people, the spies, we have heard that God is with you. We have heard that God goes before you. We have heard the victories that God has given to you. And I believe it. Rahab, a woman with a bad reputation, but a good heart. She believed in the promise of God to Israel. And not only that, she protected the spies and eventually brought deliverance to her whole family. She brought deliverance to her whole family. A strange woman of Christmas. In the end, her father, her mother, her brothers, her relatives all went to her house, which nobody wants to go to, because that was the only house that was preserved when Jericho fell. Only the house of Rahab, the prostitute, survived. And only those who went to her house survived. She teaches us about usefulness. Eventually, she reformed her life, she changed, she was integrated into the Jewish society, and that is how come she married a decent man who continued her and brought her into the Messianic line. God can still use you if you would just believe his promise. You believe his report. If you will believe what he says about you, if you believe what he says he wants to do with your life, you can trust him and he can make your life useful. One more time, the shame will be gone, the disappointment will be gone, the insults will be turned into blessing. The third strange woman of Christmas is Ruth. Her story is in the book of Ruth, chapters 1 to 4. That's the whole book. And if you take time to read it, you will find something interesting about her. Her story speaks to us about God's acceptance. That God accepts us. That he's able to accept us just as we are, even when nobody wants us around. Ruth was a very interesting character. Most of us associate her with her mother-in-law, Naomi. A man from Bethlehem goes to the city of Moab with his wife, Naomi, and two sons. The two sons marry from the city of their sojourn. Moab is a place that God had told Israel never to go to because those people did some very terrible things to the Israelites when they were coming out. So they were not a preferred people. But this woman and the husband, because there was problem in their country, fled to Moab. Their sons married, and over time, Naomi lost her husband, and she lost also the two sons. The two daughters-in-law lived with her to encourage her and comfort her. Eventually, she heard that life was back to normal where she was in Bethlehem, so she was going back. And when she was going back, her two daughters-in-law wanted to follow her. And she said to them, listen, I can't produce any sons for them to marry you. I can't help you. There's nothing I can do with you. I appreciate your faithfulness, but go back home, live your life, and get on with your life. One daughter-in-law says, yes, thank you, Mom, I'm going back. And she went back. But Ruth says, I have nowhere to go. Where you go is where I'll go. Where you lie is where I'll lie. Your God will be my God. I will die where you die. My life is tied to you. I married your son, but I love you as a person. and I will share your pain, and I will share your bitterness, and I will share your frustration. So she went with this widowed woman, 2 widowed women. One was an Israelite, the other was from